So while kids are thinking about going back to school, not so happily, and parents are giddy about the thought, something else is coming right around the corner. That's right. It's almost Halloween. So in and around the Orlando area, there's a lot of things that you can do around the Halloween fall season. I'm going to be touching on 5 different events in this video. 4 in Orlando and 1 in Tampa. I will be doing these in the order that they start, so of course we'll be starting with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in Orlando. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a separately ticketed event at the Magic Kingdom, and it starts on August 16th. I mean, I know it's crazy to start thinking about Halloween in August, but there you go. On Friday, August 16th, the ghosts and ghoulies come out at the Magic Kingdom and get ready to party. So, here's some information. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party runs from Friday, August 16th on select nights through November 1st. Now, at the time of this video, there were still tickets available for Halloween night and November 1st, but do note that those will be one of the first ones to sell out. So if you're planning to be at Disney World around that time frame, you may want to go ahead and purchase your tickets early so to guarantee you get to do the event on Halloween or the night after. If you're going to be in Orlando or at Magic Kingdom or at Disney or in the area and you do not want to purchase tickets for this event, do note that the resorts do have Halloween activities that go on in the evening. So if you're going to be there on Halloween, but you'd rather not deal with the crowds because let's face it, Halloween will sell out at Not So Scary, you could do Halloween events at your resort on Halloween night or at another resort, and then do the Halloween party on the 1st. Just a thought. Tickets start at $79 plus tax, and they go up to $135.99 plus tax. So I want to talk a little bit about the new things that are available and a couple of the things that are returning this year to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And this information is from the Disney blog, which I will link in the description below. So, new this year for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a brand new fireworks show. Now, if you're on Facebook or you get Google News, you'll see that Monday, August the 5th, I think, 4th or 5th, residents in the vicinity and resort guests were treated to some 6 a.m. fireworks where Disney was doing some testing that no one realized was happening. So people got kind of a little bit of a sneak peek per se. So it will be called Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. Try saying that 10 times fast. It is very much a tongue twister. So according to the Disney blog, Jack Skeleton is going to be the host for this new fireworks show along with his dog Zero, and he will spin a tale for you about how anything can happen on Halloween. Now, is that not spooky or what? So in the story, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy are going to be drawn to a haunted house, and well, you know what? I'm going to let you find out the rest of the story on that one. So, some attraction enhancements are going to be happening as well during this new Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party event. So, new things is the trick-or-treat trail through Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor is going to be a little bit enhanced this year. This year, as you walk through the trail, the characters from Monsters, Inc. will be kind of watching and observing and commenting on this tradition that we call Halloween. Pirates of the Caribbean will once again have live pirates searching for treasure. I wonder if they're going to be hunting down Jack again. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Space Mountain will once again blast you off into pitch darkness to a brand new hard rockin' soundtrack. Now, on a personal note, I hate Space Mountain. I know that's not a popular opinion. Funny story, the one time I did ride it with Sam, I started freaking out and I go, hey, Sam, I think I want off now. And there was like no way to get off. We're on the ride. And Sam was in the front and I was behind him. And he just started laughing because we were at the top and we were off and gone. And I silent screamed through that whole ride. I was absolutely petrified. So I have done Space Mountain. I can say I've done it. I will never do it again. And like I said, I know that's not a popular opinion. I know a lot of people love it, but for me, just can't do it. So again, the Mad Tea Party is going to have some special lighting and music. So it's going to be a little bit madder than normal. Also returning this year is the Hocus Pocus show. And the Headless Horseman will once again kick off the Boo to You parade. And then over in Storybook Circus, there will be a Storybook Circus Disney Junior Jam, which will feature Disney Junior characters like Fancy Nancy and other characters. So if you have a Disney Junior fan, definitely make sure to go over to Storybook Circus and check out that event. Something else that's brand new this year is the event at Tony's Town Square restaurant called Cruella's Halloween Hideaway. Now, please note that this is a separately ticketed event on top of your Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticket. You cannot attend Cruella's Halloween Hideaway unless you have a party ticket. The event ticket for Cruella's Halloween Hideaway is an additional $99 plus tax per person, and it doesn't look like there's a different discount if you have children. So it looks like it's $99 per person across the board. So like I said, it will be located at Tony's Town Square restaurant, and the cost $99 per person. There will be food available, and you will get to kind of rub elbows and see Cruella. And since Cruella is going to be at this event, I'm like 99 to 100% sure that she will not be meeting in the park this year, which I know for some people is a bummer. They love the villains, and the Halloween party is one of the only times that you're able to see like a few of them. Now, according to the Walt Disney World website, where you can get information on the Cruella's Hideaway, and again, all these links will be in the description, it is a come and go event. So like if you go, it's from like starts at 9:30. So you can go do some things, go trick or treating, and then come back to Tony's Town Square, get something to eat, go back on another ride, go trick or treating again, come back. And it does include reserved seating for the Boo to You parade, but the website doesn't say if it's for the first or second parade. I guess we'll just kind of have to wait and see a little bit closer to the event, which is coming up really quick. The first one, again, is August 16th. So hopefully we'll have more information by then. Now, something to note about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is that costumes are allowed for adults. This is one of the few times that costumes are allowed in the parks for adults. But there are guidelines, just a few of them, and I'll link the description below for the rules and regulations so that you know what you can and can't do. No costumes that like drag the ground, no face masks, and if it looks if it's inappropriate or vulgar, please note that Disney's probably going to ask you to change it. After all, it is the Magic Kingdom. The second one is a little scary, and that's because we're talking about Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando, or HHN for those Halloween Horror Nights fans, runs this year from September 6th on select nights through November 2nd. Single day tickets start at $67.99 plus tax, and multi-day tickets start at $109.99 plus tax. You can find all that information at the links below. At HHN, or Halloween Horror Nights, you can purchase extra experiences to make your visit more hauntingly magical. And magical in a scary way. So, what are they? You can purchase the Express Pass, just like you can during the day, and you can purchase it for either single or multi-nights. That information is at the link below as well. Other things you can do are a character dining, which I will insert a picture from our trip to HHN last year now. You can also purchase a RIP tour, which you can do with a group of friends that you do know or friends that you don't know. They have regular and private. Private tours are more expensive. Or if you're not into the jump scares, kind of like me, they do what they have called behind the screams, Unmasking the Horrors tour that's during the daytime. There's no characters in the houses, but there are select houses that you can walk through, take pictures, and see during the day to maybe help you not feel so scared at night. I really wanted to do one last year, but by the time we got around to booking our trip, they were already sold out. Bummer for me, but I'm hoping to do it on our trip maybe in the future. So we know with Halloween Horror Nights, it's all about the scares. So let's talk about what we do know, and then we talk about what we don't know. Okay, so the things that we do know are there are 9 out of 10 houses that have been announced. Recently, 2 houses were actually announced within 2 days. So one day one house was announced, the next day they announced another house. It was like, boom, here's 2 houses. Okay, what? But it is getting close to Halloween Horror Nights, so they've got a lot of us to announce in a little amount of time. So let's get started on the houses that we do know. So the first house that we know that of course everyone knew was coming was Stranger Things, pretty much part 2. And this house will cover seasons 2 and 3. And the synopsis from the Halloween Horror Nights site is Stranger Things returns to Halloween Horror Nights in an all-new haunted house, plunging you even further into the chilling world of the Upside Down. Now, I will admit, I tried to watch Stranger Things on Netflix, and it wasn't really something that I could get into. I apologize. You could unsubscribe now. I just couldn't. I couldn't get into it. But, you know, I know there's so many people that are. We did, as I mentioned earlier in the video, we did go to Halloween Horror Nights last year, and the lines for Stranger Things were insane. We did do Stay and Scream all the nights that we did go. And like from the beginning, it was like 90 some minutes, like before the people from that just had a Halloween Horror Nights ticket came in, and the Stay and Scream was insane. So Stranger Things is a really popular house. If you're planning to go to Stranger Things, make sure that you either do Stay or Scream or that you have an express pass. So one of the more recently announced houses was Jordan Peele's Us. And the synopsis reads, Jordan Peele's new original nightmare comes to life as the Wilson family faces the ultimate opponent, themselves. So from what I've read, the movie is more of a psychological thriller than horror, but the psychological horror thrillers, they can get you just as much as a horror movie. At least that's my opinion. So another of the earlier houses that was announced was Universal's Monsters. Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman. The world's most terrifying monsters have come together to tear you apart. It's the more the scarier. Now, I have an issue with the synopsis on this. It is not Frankenstein, it is Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was Dr. Frankenstein. The monster is just called the monster. So that's a pet peeve of mine. I had to get that out. So another house is Ghostbusters. Step right into the original Ghostbusters film where ghoulish spirits and electroplasm dripping phantoms materialize where you least expect. I've never seen the original Ghostbusters. I know my husband Sam has, and he thinks it's hilarious. So I have a feeling that that's going to be a movie that I will be watching this year. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Now, if you did go to Halloween Horror Nights last year, this was a scare zone last year, and it was like, I would call it selfie central. The clowns were always being taken pictures with, so it was very interesting, like for me, because last year was my first Halloween Horror Nights, to see it as more of a selfie area than a scare zone. So the synopsis is, the Killer Clowns from Outer Space are back in an all-new haunted house that will have you screaming, and not with laughter. Well, that's a little dramatic, don't you think? Continuing on, Depths of Fear. A mining corp built an installation in deep waters infested with something monstrous. There's no escape from your watery grave. I I have had a fear of drowning since I was very young. I did swim lessons. I'm not a great swimmer, which is probably because I was always afraid to go under or to drown. So I think that this house would absolutely terrify me. One of the more recently announced was called Graveyard Games. Enter a cemetery at night where disrespectful teens have awakened vengeful spirits. Don't be caught dead here after dark. And according to the announcements on HalloweenHorrorNights.com, closer to time, I guess you'll be able to go to the Halloween Horror Nights Orlando Facebook page and have like interactions and stuff. And there'll be like teens and things to talk to outside of the house. So at first I was really confused about that because I'm like, well, maybe it's a scare zone, not a house. But no, it's a house, but it's going to be pretty interactive. So I'm really interested to see how that ends up turning out for this house. Nightingales, the return of the Nightingales. So apparently Nightingales has been a house before. In an ancient Roman arena, grisly creatures are drawn to dead, dying gladiators. With nothing to protect you, your history. So like I said, apparently Nightingales has been a house in the past. So I'm interested from those who have been to Halloween Horror Nights in the past. How do you think this is going to compare to the Nightingales that has happened before? Comment down below. And the 9th house that we know is Yeti, Terror of the Yukon. In a remote part of Canada, loggers and trappers seek refuge from the elements. But you're in Yeti territory, and they'll stop you cold. So that is what we know about the houses that have been announced. Like I said, there's going to be 10 houses this year and 1 left to be announced. And we are less than a month out, so I'm sure that we will be getting another I can't even talk today. I'm sure we will get that announcement here pretty soon. There will be 5 scare zones, but we know absolutely nothing about them yet. As of this video, nothing on the scare zones has been released. Like I mentioned, I kind of thought Graveyard Games was actually a scare zone, not a house. So I don't know if they're going to combine a house and a scare zone, which would be kind of interesting to me to have like the house like right out like the scare zone and then have a house kind of connected to it. That to me would be fairly interesting and be kind of cool because it would be a really interesting setup, especially since it's supposed to be in a graveyard. So that's my thoughts on it. What are yours? So next up on our list is our event down in Tampa, which is Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream. So Busch Gardens Howl-O-Screams runs select nights from September 20th through November 2nd. So far, there have been 3 houses that have been announced. Simon's Slaughterhouse, The Black Spot, Bloodshed, and Motel Hell Infestation. Now, I will preface my next statement by saying I am a huge scaredy cat, but I love pushing myself out of my comfort zone. If you see someone potentially in tears in the next couple years of Howl-O-Scream, it might be me. Okay, so something that I find really cool about Howl-O-Screams is that there really is no place to hide. There's no safe zones. It's from the moment you get there, you're immersed into Howl-O-Screams. So something that includes in that is that there's characters on the ride. Now, for Sam, that will probably be one of the single most best days of his life because he'll probably end up next to like Dracula or something. And I will be the one like going, can I just wait here? And my luck, there will be some character come up behind me and scare me and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I really do think it's so cool that you're immersed into it from the very start. So let's talk ticketing. Ticket prices for an anytime ticket for Howl-O-Screams is $34.99 plus tax. A select night ticket, which is valid on any day except Saturday, is $29.99. Now, an unlimited ticket, which means you get to have all the chills and all the thrills for all of Howl-O-Scream, is $79.99 plus tax. Pretty decent deal if you're really into that, if you live in the Tampa area, or that you're willing to drive down there, or you're going to be there for an extended time around the Halloween or fall time frame. Now, since there's only been 3 houses announced for Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream, their website does say to watch their website and Facebook for more updates. The things that I've seen from watching other YouTube videos and doing other research is that they do usually have kind of an express pass, front of the line pass, and they do have a dinner, but as of the date of this video, those haven't been listed on their website yet. I'm guessing that closer to the date, those will be released. So up next, we're headed back to Orlando for SeaWorld and SeaWorld's Halloween Spooktacular. Like the other 3 events that we've already talked about, Not So Scary, Halloween Horror Nights, and Howl-O-Scream, SeaWorld's Halloween Spooktacular is not a separately ticketed event. It's actually included with your daily admission. Tickets as of this video are: advance for 3 days is $84.99 plus tax. Any visit ticket is $94.99 plus tax. And a ticket with all-day dining, which is, a side note, all-day dining is a great deal. I had it last year, Sam and I did when we were in Orlando, and it was fantastic. It's kind of like it's a dining plan, so whether the value is good for you or not, it's totally up to you. But the all-day dining with a ticket to SeaWorld is only $119.99, so it's a pretty decent deal overall. Now, there are ticket deals available as of this video on the website, so if you're planning a trip to SeaWorld, make sure to check out their website for their most current deals. Now, the Halloween Spooktacular runs weekends only. I repeat, the Halloween Spooktacular at SeaWorld is weekends only from September 21st through October 27th, October 27. So, if you're planning to be in Orlando around that time frame and you're wanting to do the Halloween Spooktacular, make sure to plan your time correctly so that you make it there on a weekend to participate. There's trick-or-treating during the event, but please note that they do not give out free bags. You need to either bring your own or plan to pay for one that's a small reusable tote bag, just, pretty small, and they are 99 cents plus tax. And last year they did have 4 different really cute designs for their Halloween trick-or-treat bags. There is a special Pets Ahoy Halloween show, and there's also a Halloween dance party while bubbles fill the air. Now, that's all the information that the website has as of this video, but I'm sure as the time frame gets a little closer, there will be more information available. So the last and final thing that we're going to talk about in this video is a brand new event that was posted by Attractions Magazine on their Facebook, and it's a brand new Halloween event at Gatorland, Orlando. According to AttractionsMagazine.com, who I originally saw the article through, the event will be called Ghosts, Goblins, and Gators. Ooh, that kind of gives me chills. And it will run on the following dates: October 19th and 20th, October 26th and 27th, and October 31st. Now again, this is the first year for this event. The event is not a separately ticketed event. It is included with your park admission. And ticket prices as of this video are as follows. Adults, which are ages 13 and up, are $29.99 plus tax. Children 3 through 12 are $19.99 plus tax. And for seniors 55 and up, it is $24.99 plus tax. Now, unlike the other parks, Disney, Universal, Busch Gardens, and SeaWorld, parking is free at Gatorland. So there's a savings right there. Now, according to the article, there will be themed areas around the park and with actors and selfie zones. I mean, who doesn't love a good selfie? And shows and specialty vendors, as well as an area called Frank and Stein. Haha, I love the pun. Oktoberfest Pavilion, and it will have characters and entertainment as well as themed food and alcoholic beverage for sale. So that sounds like a really fun event. It is something that, according to the article, is for their 70th anniversary. So I don't know if it's something that's just going to happen this year, if it's going to be something they continue. It might be something that they make a decision on afterwards to see what kind of response they get from the public. I don't know. It's worth going to this year if you're in the area just to experience it. I mean, who knows? It might be a one and done. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it informative and helpful, but I do want to say sorry if like my eyes going kind of to the sides was a little distracting for you. I had some little notes written up, things like ticket prices and whatnot, that I wanted to make sure that were 100% accurate so that when I made this video, you guys had accurate information. And like I've said a couple times through the video, everything is accurate as of this video. So if there are some changes or new additions or subtractions or things made, I do apologize. All the links are below for Mickey's Not So Scary, the costume guidelines for the Not So Scary, Halloween Horror Nights, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld Spooktacular, Attractions Magazine to their link about the Ghosts, Goblins, and Gators event, and the Gatorland website. Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to one of these events this year? Are you not going to an event this year? Or were you not going to do an event this year, but because of this video, you decided to do some more research and make some changes? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to share with your friends, family. You can like me on all forms of social media, and the links are also in the description below. I hope you have a fantastic fall season, and we'll see you in the theme parks.